Okay, next I want to show you the three-color scale in conditional formatting. And the three-color scale is very similar to the two-color scale in that it's going to take the data that we tell it to look for and it's going to give specific colors based on that criteria. And then any numbers in between, it kind of starts grading out those colors until it finally matches and meets the minimum or the maximum. So for our three-color scale, I'm going to come over here to Teacher 2. I'm going to highlight the data for her. I'm going to come to Format, Conditional Formatting. I'm going to stick with my current selection again, and I'm going to come down here and say Add a Rule. And now I'm going to use my drop down and say three-color scale. And you'll see I still have my minimum and my maximum values, but now there's also the midpoint number that I want to include so that I can capture my partial proficient kiddos to keep an eye on. So remember, we are put in actual numbers, so we want to click on number. And my minimum number now is going to be 69. Anything 69 and lower I want to be red. My midpoint, the number I want it to look for, because remember in the two scales, or the two-color scale, it kind of grades out the color. So the number that I want to be very yellow is going to be 75. And that'll give me a good viewpoint to look at my partial proficient kiddos. And then for my high number, I want that to be 80. So I'm going to go ahead and click green on that. I'm going to click OK. And now the scale that we have, 69 or lower is going to be very red. 80 or higher is going to be very green. And 75 is my midpoint. So if I have an exact 75, it'll be very yellow. Anything between 69 and 75 will kind of grade between orange and into yellow, and then the color will grade up from yellow to green for anything between 75 and 80. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to click out of that. And now everything that was 69 and below is still very red. Everything that was 80 and higher is very green, and you can see my 73 is less than 75, so it's going closer to the orange or the red. And then 78, my two partial proficients higher, are getting closer to the green. And they just kind of stand out, so I know to keep an eye on those three specifically and watch their growth while trying to get the rest of these kiddos up where they need to be. So that is the three-color scale in conditional formatting.